We are back with some more Texans legacy franchise, and we have cut down to 53. We have our starting roster ready for action. We're just waiting for everyone else to cut down to 53 now, and we will finally be getting into some gameplay. This is just going to be a quick video talking about who I let go, who's going to be starting, how our schedule is looking up, which we have a pretty tough schedule, to be honest. Even though we did terrible, they gave us a pretty brutal schedule. So, first things first, we will show you the starting lineup, how it's looking. Nothing too crazy on the offensive side. Left tackle, Larry Tunzel, Kenyon Green at left guard. Pretty simple there. Actually, what I should start with is I did use a lot of my tokens. If you guys are new to the channel, tokens we get in the league to upgrade our players if we put out content for the league. So obviously I post my YouTube videos, so I get a ton of tokens. So I used a lot of them. I upgraded wide receiver Jalen Hyatt to star development. I also upgraded our center, Jarrett Patterson. He had unbalanced penalty tendency, so I upgraded that one spot to make, hopefully get less holding calls and stuff. On the defensive side, I upgraded our rookie defensive tackle, Mozzie Smith, to star dev. I also gave Mozzie Smith the high motor trait, and middle linebacker Christian Harris, I gave the big hitter trait. And I also upgraded our right tackle, Mr. Wright over here, also to star dev. So those were all the token submissions. So my team is so colorful now. I mean, we've definitely changed the roster, and we got people everywhere. Obviously, these two are staples. We know they're going to lock down the left side. We got a brand new center, Jarrett Patterson, 74 overall. We'll have to see what he does. Hopefully, an improvement over Justin Britt. Both my rookies, it'd be nice if I can keep them long term, and this can be my starting unit the rest of the Madden. I mean, the only one I'm willing to change is maybe Shaq Mason. He's up for contract. This is his last year on his deal, so he would be the only one that I'm maybe just let go and then try to fix right guard, in the draft and get another young guy. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see how just our offensive line plays, but Shaq Mason's no slouch. I mean, he's an absolute unit out there, so if he does good, I'd be open to keeping him around if he wants to stay. Obviously, we got Wright. He was a left tackle, converted him to right tackle, and he's a very good pass protector, so I'm very interested to see how he plays. We run the ball more to the left side anyways. That just seems to be a thing I usually do, is I tend to go left more than right. Don't know why. Maybe it's because I got Tunzel there and stuff. So not too worried about him being, a lesser run blocker, but good pass blocker. Would love to see that, because that was our Achilles heel in our first season with Titus Howard. Titus Howard sucked. I mean, that man gave up, I think, over a sack a game. He was terrible. So we needed someone that can lock down the right side. But the offensive line is looking great. At tight end, we're a little old. We got Manhurts as the blocking tight end. We got Brevin all the way down at the bottom, and newly acquired Hayden Hurst. Not really expecting anything special out of Hayden Hurst, just getting the job done. He's got good speed, good catching. He's a decent tight end. He does have the drop passes trait, which is a little unfortunate, but I didn't really have the draft capital to draft a tight end because I had a lot of other positions I needed to fill, which we did fill them, I think. So I wanted to get the vet. I really wanted Mike Gesicki, but the team interest wasn't there for me, so I didn't go after him. But no one really put an offer on him, so I probably could have got Mike Gesicki. It is what it is. But Hayden Hurst, got him. He wanted to come. He's a solid tight end, which is what we need. We just need a solid guy there. Obviously, Emmett at quarterback. Dameon Pierce is going to be the starter, but like I said, these two are going to be splitting it almost 50-50. Aaron Jones is going to be all in my shotgun plays pretty much. I mean, I'm going to rotate him out, obviously. So, there could be a time Dameon Pierce is in the gun because I want to block or I want to run up the middle. There could be a time I, get a bunch of tight ends out there and try to do a little toss play to Aaron Jones, try to get him on the edge. So these two I'm going to be splitting work probably. It's going to be like 60-40 in anyone's favor. For now, Dameon Pierce is the starter. He probably will stay the starter because I like the bigger body guy getting the bulk of the carries. But Aaron Jones is going to be on the field a ton, especially in passing downs. I can't wait to use this guy, passing. He's just so good out of the backfield. Good abilities, got the reach for it, jukebox. So I'm very excited to run Aaron Jones out there and see what he can do. Receivers, I have Brandon Cooks as our 2 just because I want Quentin Johnson to be out there to play, developing him as much as I can. He's going to be a beast for us. He's 6'4". He's just a massive man. So excited to use him. But Brandon Cooks is no slouch. I mean, Brandon Cooks will be, especially with the new ability that I got. I showed it in a couple episodes back, but we'll show it again. The route apprentice where he gets the extra 4 hot routes, that is crucial. So put him on those corner routes and those post routes will really, really help us. And the offense in general just looks amazing. I mean, and you can't forget Jalen Hyatt down here, the speedster. So offensively, we look fantastic right now. We'll have to see how all the young guys play out. We have a lot of young guys, 2 on the offensive line, 2 new receivers. We have another new running back. We have a new tight end. We have a brand new right guard. There's a lot of new faces on the offense, but I think everything's panning out. Emmett Walters is almost 80 overall, so we can get that next ability unlocked. On the defensive side, we'll start here just because Jalen did get his second ability. He's at 85 overall. He got Deflator. Defenders with this ability will cause increased fatigue penalties when tackling a ball carrier with a non-conservative tackle. So, not the worst in the world, not the best, but on the defensive side, a lot of new faces as well, especially on the defensive line. George Rose, the only familiar one. We got Tyree Wilson, star dev, locking down the right side. He was drafted at left end, moved over to the right. Got him in the second round, so 77 overall in the second round. I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain. I'm excited to see how he pans out. Derek Brown is the main guy I'm excited to use. Not really use, I don't use our defensive tackle, so just see how good he is. We have yet to have someone like his caliber on the squad. He's only star dev, but I see him getting the superstar very, very quickly. If Malik Collins was dominating in as the starting defensive tackle for us, I don't know what Derek Brown's gonna do. This guy's gonna be a freak. He's gonna be a freak, and the defense is stacked. I mean, the defense. I hate how if I hit A on a player, I have to come back. The defense is loaded though. Got the rookie Mozzie Smith pairing along Derek Brown. Cornerbacks stacked. Best cornerback duo I've ever had. Best secondary I've had this whole Madden. I mean, 85 overall superstar at free safety. Got an 86 superstar at strong safety. We got Derek Stingley at an 85 star dev. We got Byron Jones, 86 overall star dev. And in the slot, we got Bradbury, 85 overall. I mean, even our linebackers are solid. Christian Harris is a beast. Got Anthony Barr, user god, and the rookie Henley on the right side there. I'm very, very excited to use this team. I haven't played a Madden game since the last Madden video I posted, so I'm just cannot wait to get back out there and make some things happen. Try to get a Super Bowl before this Madden ends out. I got Jalen Hyatt as our kick returner and punt returner right now. I got Tremont Smith behind him. I almost put him as my starting kick returner and punt returner, but I want to try the rookie out there first and just see. If it doesn't work out, maybe I throw Smith back there. Nothing really new there, though. Specialist packages, pretty simple. James Bradbury in the slot. Defensive line, exactly how you would think it'd be. Christian Harris is our sub linebacker with Barr behind him. Power back, Damian Pierce. Aaron Jones is the third down back. And in the slot, we got Jalen. I did put one of our rookies on the practice squad. We got our rookie cornerback, Noah Daniels, 7th round selection. Put him on the practice squad, and we had 2 fullbacks. So this isn't the one I drafted. The one I drafted is starting. This is just some other dude, so put him on the practice squad. The rest we will let fill out. But that is the squad. We're sitting at an 84 overall team, which I want to say we were at an 80 headed into the offseason. So we've upgraded tremendously. There's a couple notable players that I cut that I'll tell you guys. We'll just quickly go there real quick. Just cap reasons, and I want to get a little bit younger. So Graylin Arnold, familiar backup. He's got a couple picks for us. He was released. Steven Nelson, he's just old. Released him. Christian Kirksey, same thing. He's getting old. Released him. I think it saved us like $5 million. The rest you probably don't know. They were mostly practice squad guys and some randoms. So nothing too crazy there. Last thing we're going to look at before we wrap up the video is the schedule. Now, this is a very difficult... Oh, we beat the Eagles. We beat the Super Bowl the Super Bowl winners. Look at that. 35-28. I didn't really look at the preseason games. We did lose there. But we started off with the Browns. Now, Bad News 22 is a different Browns user than the usual. If you guys remember last Madden when I was the Seahawks and we took on the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl, this is the same user. Same user as the Bills. He's now with the Browns. So he came over. He left this league for a little bit, was doing one league because we were on 2. And then I think now he's back into both leagues. So he's back as the Browns. That's a tough opponent. We played him in the Super Bowl last Madden. Tough opponent week 1, and we have the Browns pick. So, we got to get these wins against the Browns to make that pick worse. Followed up with the Steelers. The Falcons, another new-ish user, should be tough game. Before the league broke, he was in the playoffs, so tough game. Colts, another new user. Our Colts user stepped down. We have a brand new user. I have no idea how this guy plays, so he could potentially be, a wild card for us. The Panthers, this was the Broncos user from last Madden, or the old league, which we've had troubles with. He switched over to the Panthers, so that's another tough game there. The Ravens, Colts, Jags. The divisional games are always pretty close. We had our bye week there. Then we got the Raiders, the Bucks, which the Bucks is the Rams user now. The Rams user in the old league switched to the Bucks. Some people switched up teams to make it a little bit more interesting because the league broke and all that. So the Rams user is now the Buccaneers, and another playoff team there. The Titans, the Saints, who I don't know if I've ever played the Saints, to be honest. Can't remember. The Bengals. Now, this is, yet again, another new user. If you guys remember a long time ago, I want to say, maybe it was their last Madden. If it wasn't their last Madden, it was when I had the Giants. But he was the Buccaneers user. He's been the Buccaneers user for a long, long time. He is now back with us, and he is the Bengals. Tough game. Rams, tough. This is a new user. He's pretty solid. He's in our other league as well, so that's going to be a tough game. Finish it off with the Patriots and Jags. So a ton of new users, so it's going to be a very interesting season. There was a ton of trades. Obviously, the draft class was stacked with talent everywhere, so everyone has really juiced up teams to finish out this Madden cycle. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. We have a lot of cap space. We still have a lot of draft picks, so the goal, if we can win a Super Bowl this year, we are setting ourselves up for tremendous success in the following year. We got a bunch of draft capital. We have a ton of cap space still. And we don't have much time. So we got to get the job done this season. Let me know how you guys think we did on the offseason and the draft. I think if I had to grade myself, it's got to be a B+. I mean, we got a ton of new players in, got some big name signings, a bunch in the secondary to bolster it, a new, fixed up at defensive line, got some big-time players on the offensive line. I mean, we got pieces everywhere. I think we're in a great position to have some success. We just got to get into the regular season now. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one.